No battery. Henry 9, repeat, unit with the last message standby.
50, watch 3. 50, watch 3, roger. 27T33, code 6, Whitman, Wilshire. Be advised, the PR is the motorcycle rider on the gray shirt, and the suspect is the one on the scooter. I got a scooter.
What's up, everyone? It is Tuesday, June 24th, 2025, about 7:30 p.m. I'm sorry, man.
I got that now.
We're in Pacific Palisades, California. This is where all the fire was. They've opened it back up, and the devastation is crazy. Entire neighborhood burned down here. Thousands of homes burned down.
It's on peer advisor now. Tigros, the suspect is still holding the knife.
677, should have code 6 area 5009 Melrose. 6877, code 6 5009 Melrose.
It was sunny before
Crazy as this whole neighborhood went down.
We require supervisor to respond to the Edge weapon call on Cortez and Levita identified.
Bro, there's nothing left.
We're gonna head back to go get an knowledge.
I believe it was over 4,000.
Protocol.
It sounds like there's a little bit of construction starting already.
40, roger.
Damn, dude, every single house. This is kind of like the more populated area of the Palisades here.
On the east side of the street.
This is where they still have like
heavier set one with the brighter pink
homes, track homes, you know, like where the lots aren't huge, and they built like a whole development here.
Yeah, Roger.
I assume they were built like in the 1950s or something. None of these houses survived, bro. Look, there's nothing left.
Each victim is now walking away westbound Hubbard towards Willis. Okay. 1943, come in. 1943, code 1040 equipped. 1943, roger. Yeah, little supervisor.
Units code 41505 Riverside Drive, family dispute only.
This is Albright and Fisk Street.
David K925, show me clear. EJ 3, watch 3, I'm not locking it. You can stack that code to call your own 1806.
It's crazy, man. Each one of these lots, there was no empty lots out here, you know. All of these had a house. There was some older homes. Most of the older homes, though, they've been torn down and remodeled. And modern home, bigger modern homes.
Suspect is lost westbound in the walkway from Kessler. Correction, Kessler and Pepper. Suspect is approaching the wash.
one that survived right there.
Lane 2, time down on critical, 9:16 and 9:14.
Should we clear the launch today?
Please do not 30 watch 2, roger.
Station. Too tougher towards Willis.
Damn, dude, there's nothing left. I think that one survived because that one's made of concrete on the outside.
6877, suspect boarded bus 5654 is currently on Melrose, passing Hayward towards Fairfax. Piers driving the same location in the same direction as the bus is not following.
What's other units? Ambulance attempt correction, your possible attempt suicide, 1260 Veteran Avenue is now a ambulance attempt suicide. Peer call back, advise he's going to walk in front of traffic. Now code 3 incident 3786 and RD 833.
Bro, there's nothing left.
Just go to 45009 Melrose. Suspect joint.
Same thing, unit, found adult, 22035 Burbank Boulevard.
U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, California Wildfires Response, Debris Removal Support. It looks like this home survived over here.
Please.
2234, roger. Correction, with a unit at 8013, your possible attempt suicide at 1260 Veteran Avenue is now an ambulance attempt suicide. Now code 3 incident 3786 and RD 833. Where's your name? Who's Smith?
What's crazy is like a whole city went down. Dude, this is insane. This is the first time I see it up here. You know, we did the other day. We went to see the houses on Malibu on the water, and that was like, I don't know, maybe there was like 100 homes or something that we seen over there. But this is like the entire city of Palisades burnt down.
That's a number thing?
It feels like we're in the middle of nowhere, bro. Like we're in the, I don't know, somewhere.
He's asking if you have questions
Kern County or something.
him. You can online him.
California City.
In RD 1453. 8391 Lake Ocean, BMP, D-Line, North Hollywood Station, Post 2, and 3817, RD 5049. Unit jump identified.
Follow. 69, car,
It looks like they barely did the cleanups.
Unit open door.
Not everything is cleaned up, but
On responding code 3 from Crenshaw and Pico to Olympic in Manhattan.
the Army Corps of Engineers.
Levina and Raja. Now code 2, incident 3839, RD
I guess they helped out. Debris removal support.
3846, RD 367.
You got the UC at 690 Big, making contact passenger side. Target is at his passenger side, engaged in conversation.
Sure.
Damn, this is crazy.
How they?
Dude, I'm assuming when the construction starts, it's going to be a crazy build. Dude, imagine all of these lots all going up at the same time.
Now you code Sam 40 equipped. And it's passenger window.
All units 732 is responding code 3 from Kaiser. Kaiser Cadillac 2-seater standard with only 58.
And it's the target for the the car returns, just like the no flag chicken. Sure, pretty short, like shoot. I've seen that PB is called 3 instead. 3847 RD 311.
There's one for sale. You see some signs. There's a lot of construction signs saying they're going to rebuild.
Involving an MTA.
There's also a lot of realtor signs of people selling.
Code 2 incident 3830 RD 45.
This one's already rebuilding.
Daniel picking a trust suspect there now. 918 till Oxford Avenue.
I don't know. People probably got caught up in the red tape and the money and all that.
Okay, now suspect 3985.
It's got to be slow to even find contractors that are building right now. This is sunset right here. This is Sunset Boulevard. This one leads to the main commercial area here, the village.
3855, brother.
Any 12 to 10, 12 to 6 are responding.
12 to 10, we can what's responding.
12 to 6, 7.
You can see a lot of stuff burnt right here. This Ralph's burnt down. It's gone.
12 to 67, 12 to 67, come in.
Are you clear?
3150, there was no contact from a C unit.
Roger. If there's a holiday unit, I can respond.
Roger.
Damn.
Thanks, sir, Roger.
This was a Ralph's.
Avenue.
Dude, I remember they were having
Veteran Avenue.
right, pretty close right before this all happened, the fires happened. They were having a dispute with this Ralph's about the lunch trucks parking out there and the people going to the lunch truck littering the parking lot of the Ralph's. That was like the biggest problem in the Palisades at the time, is that
Roger, 6-9, just east of Figueroa, 2 females. Would you verify the building again?
some people weren't happy about the lunch trucks that post up outside. So no more Ralph's.
Roger, female Hispanic, female black.
Damn, dude, look at back here. Back here, this is, if you remember when we were in the fires. Let's see if we can get out over here. This is where that Ember storm was. That's crazy, man. Like, when we were in here, none of those houses, everything I just shown right now, none of that had got burned down yet. Damn. It would probably take like a full day to drive through all of this. It was right here. It was the lawn here at this recreation center that was on fire. Where was it? Remember, like the embers were just in the wind, and I was like, bro, there's no way they can do anything about this, bro. They can't stop that shit. It was literally like a wave of fire, bro, of embers. It was right here to the right. I parked like right here, I remember. And I was looking at this little lawn right here. Right here, this lawn was on fire right here. Just, I never thought it would get that out of control though, dude.
Suspect 9703 Sophia Avenue in the front yard. Suspect male Hispanic, approximately 40 to 55 years. Code 20365 RD 1776.
And in this neighborhood, I remember when I was in here, I think there was only that one house that caught fire to the left. Right here to the right, these are like a little higher end, more expensive neighborhoods.
679, copy.
I don't know. When I was in here, I don't think there was more than like 30 structures on fire on the whole Palisades area right here. I can't remember what street it was. If it was straight ahead to the right, but I remember seeing the first big house on fire. Like, these are really big lots and big houses. They're all gone too. I think it was probably, is it this way or that way? I think it was this way.
Traffic, I like to minimize, code 3, incident 3871, RD 1622.
Burnt right here too. Like, some of these homes are like $4 or $5 million, I think. They're all gone, dude. There might be some that are even more, but I remember, I was live that night, and I remember when there was only one home on fire right here, that first one.
Western Romaine, this is Martin Final.
That I seen. It was like a white home. I think it was like a big white craftsman home. Dude, I never thought this whole fucking neighborhood was gonna burn down.
1611, Gaston, from Osborne North.
Damn.
One of them pick up the call?
Hey, you're right. Yeah, but both of them girls have condoms on them, and
Look at all these are gone. Yeah, every single one of these lots had a house on it. You know, there's no empty lots here.
I'll check it out.
This one burnt down. Everything fucking burnt down, bro.
Roger. 0 South Commonwealth, or 2045.
11, 26, 32, will handle ambulance traffic.
Well, out here, more survived out here. Because these houses are a little further apart. Damn, a lot of them burnt down though. Shit, look at this street.
All the blue and white shirts are colored pants. Code Smith 3878 or 566.
Hey, West Lady, in a few moments on this 2911 in Alva Drive. Subject is female, white, 15 years, with a gray beanie, white tank top, blue jeans. Code 3882 or 895.
Look, these are all pretty big houses here. They're all gone, dude. Fuck, man. It looks like just a bomb. Dude, it looks like a bomb went off.
Section 8895, Roger.
And this is now when it's cleaned up, dude. Imagine right when it happened, when there was still all the debris, all the trash left over.
3156 in area, Los Angeles, Jefferson.
2911 Denalta Drive. Code 2, incident 3822.
Hey, Carrie W., thank you for the super chat. I find this really interesting. Hey, I do too. That's why I'm here. Alright, we're gonna go to the commercial. The sun's going down, so we're gonna go to the commercial areas. Oh my god, what is this? Berkshire Hathaway. Was Berkshire Hathaway. This old building here burnt down. Well, maybe it's not that old. It's got metal beams. Damn.
14858. Foundation is on L level 657 East 90th Street, 657 East 90th Street. FD is staging monitor for additional code 3.
This was like a school right here that burnt down. Damn, everything has fire. Almost everything has at least some fire damage. I remember I was right here in this parking lot when this was on fire. There was like a gas line that was broken, I think, that I got out of here. This was on fire. There was like I think a little restaurant right here. It's gone now. They tore it down.
16X8, come in.
That's before everything caught fire, bro. This.
Juvenile investigation and you need it reassigned.
So this is like downtown right here, the village, Palisades. I think they call it Palisades Village. This is an old building. I think there's a Bank of America here. And just the ruins are left.
The subject and suspect outside a white SUV near the car return closer to the McDonald's.
Damn. This wasn't on fire when I was here.
Do you want to look at the
Oh man, it looks like they're probably gonna rebuild it. The outside walls are still up. There's like a couple restaurants here. I think there was a bank somewhere in here. Restaurants. This is Caruso's mall over here. This is what they were able to save right here. To the right in front of that didn't burn down because they kind of built them fireproof, and they had the private firefighters protecting it. I drove through this parking lot and it was still up. There was only like a tree on fire. Like, oh damn, it's gone. They even tore it down. It's behind that tarp right through that fence. Damn. Was it right here? Yeah, I think it was right here. There was a supermarket here. They tore it down. When I was in this parking lot, like, this was when first things started catching on fire. There was not too many structures, but there was a lot of vegetation and the island's on fire. And, you know, there's a little island with a tree that was on fire in the parking lot. I just never thought it was, man. I guess there's nothing they could do, bro, with those winds and no fucking planes and no helicopters. And then I was walking, if you guys remember, I walked down this street, and then this is kind of, what is it, up of the school. Oh, this house made it, dude. I was trying to save these houses with the hose. I was looking for a hose in their front yard. This house right here. It looks like it made it, dude. This one too, they're boarded up though. This house right here, because the fire had reached over here. It had burned down. There's like a playhouse right here, and it would, these homes or structures here were on fire, and it was coming. And there was like a house over there on fire and trees on fire, and there was like little, just little patches of bushes and trees on fire. I think this is the back of like a nursery that was here. Damn. But the rest of these homes burnt down. Yeah, like there was a home here and a tree here that was on fire. So. Oh shit, all of this is gone, dude. I used to work out here, dude, so I know all these houses. I think Jennifer Garner used to live in one of these houses here.
Emma, last name is Tom, Adam, Robert, Emma, Edward, Mary, Adam, last name.
It's crazy. Look at this little surviving house, one of the oldest simple homes here. Survivor.
This is going to be described as a female, Hispanic, with blonde, faded pink hair, brown eyes, 5'1", 120, COP 416, 11. She has a birthmark on the left side of her face, on her right knee, last knee wearing a black shirt.
Damn, man, it's crazy how much burnt down here. This is just like a piece, man. It goes on forever. I'd have to do like a whole 8 hours or something to go through every street up and down. All of this is gone, bro. These are all like custom homes, a lot of custom modern homes. Some older homes here too. There's a lot of old homes here. The Palisades, where people have like money for, they're not rich, but they're house rich because their property's worth a lot, but they bought it a long time ago. Damn, bro, there's like fucking one house left in every 2 blocks or something. It's crazy. Let's see if the service is good enough over here. This street leads to like these bluffs over here. And I don't know if those houses burnt down. Dude, there's like nothing left. This house survived right here, this yellow one. And you see, this is what the houses look like, bro. These are like really nice, expensive homes. Like everything here is a couple mil for sure. I think the lots alone here are probably like 2 mil. shit burned too.
End of watch.
Yeah, there's nothing left but chimneys. These are like premier lots right here. This guy's house got saved. Or gals. This is like premier fucking California real estate right here. I don't know if there was a house right here though.
37 West Street.
You get a nice view of the ocean.
33 Reconstruction, indicated recollection.
City Hotel Unit at 459, suspect Sherman Grove and Fenway. Available direct to suspect 459 occurred 2 weeks ago at nearby public storage unit. Suspect is male, Hispanic or Armenian. 37 years height and a curly long hair, black shirt, legal shirt. And
Damn, dude. It's crazy.
Well, 1977 station to assist with the TV investigation. 77 clear.
Bro, there's like no. Damn, there's nothing left, and there was like. It's not like any of this had. There was like empty lots anywhere, you know.
Frank 885050, Light Maserati.
This neighborhood is dope right here. This is like on the Bluff. Damn, dude, there was some really nice houses here. Really old craftsman homes. This neighborhood right here was like, it's probably like one of the coolest neighborhoods in LA. Because where it is right here, you can see the pier and the ocean.
Winston 3927, RD835. 1641, code 6, Boston, and Central at the CBS. So traffic is here. Everyone's traffic party received an ID of 415 South Broadway to the south. Everyone's traffic. Now for 3 incident 3909 and RD247. I'm going to try to identify.
These houses are, lots are for sale.
ETA for 6848.
Damn, dude. People come here, like a lot of the workers, or just a lot of people come here to eat lunch, and they kind of go on little hikes and walk here.
24, coast controls indicated verify location. Correction.
Damn, dude, I didn't know all this. I didn't know this whole neighborhood burned down here, too. The whole Palisades went down.
All units, code 49, or unit X3067, Cherokee and Hollywood, information only.
So we can go through here.
Mission and positive investigation 169 right. First being and if you're in a 1 camera roll direct to the location mark on the special code 3934 RD 1796.
I think this might actually be like a park. It might be designated as a city park here.
He's ready to scooter down the hill. He was last seen on Thornborn and Kitty Hawk. Subject appears to have unknown mental illness. Positions in 3901. Jacket, black pants, white shoes. Code 2 and 3926, RD 240.
Damn, man, nothing fucking survived here.
Car missing from 5792 as well.
It's because a lot of these homes here, they were pretty big. They're old craftsman homes.
Brown eyes, 5'1", 120, date of birth 4/16/2011. Last seen wearing gray Nike sweater, white Walter Reed t-shirt underneath, black
Damn.
Boulevard fire logo, red.
It's like 1 out of 100 homes survived.
Ideation 3488.
Imagine being the lone survivor here in this house. It's all boarded up. There's probably no water, no services.
3909 2847.
Yeah, they probably have to restore. I wonder if there's electricity running and stuff.
checking on his cell phone to see if he's available. 1521, Roger.
Can you do a temporary log off?
Roger.
I think this tree used to have like a little swing right here.
7, stand by, I'm redeploying.
Network 15 man, 26 Beverly Boulevard at Pan Pacific Park. Subject is male black, late 20s, no shirt, white pants, climb on the roof of children's playground equipment. Appears to be on video on suspect for mental illness. So 2-10-39-45.
That's the Santa Monica Pier right there. You can see the
8020, 8020, are you clear?
Ferris wheel glowing.
NA 43, what's the nature of the code for this open? So far, Coach Charles, information on East Upper and Custer 1987. I don't see a further in your call for the call in Beaumont.
Can I get OPG tow to 43rd Street east of Figueroa Street? Was there a incident cruise on Speedway in Marina for a vicious dog?
48 RD 727.
Call 5 W110, you have his number?
1411, your 44 suspect at 960 California Avenue now 211 suspect. Pierre called back peacefully. The suspect now wearing a black hooded sweatshirt. Now, still code tunes at 3905. And we're holding 3 code 2 calls. We'll show you the hand identify. All West units, 415 man assaulting a woman, 1900 West 27th Street, 1900 West 27th Street. I know that's any within 2-3 into 3951, so I forget.
Damn, man. I didn't know the fires reached all the way over here. Like, I figured there'd be some fire over here, but I didn't think it was going to be a wave of devastation like over there. Damn. There's nothing left, man.
Southwest units at 3. Roger. I'm Vernon and La Brea. Verify your code 6 at Palisades Station.
Code 6 for my sensor red line.
Can you give me the address to the laundry call?
Downward, suspect's GOA. Incident 3911.
We haven't even got into the hills.
6831 is code 6.
Pretty much the whole city burned down, bro.
213. Back in your sec.
I think some of the hills houses actually had better survival over there.
6 Roger.
Because the houses in the hills, they kind of clear
15 North 73.
around the homes. They know that they're more in fire danger up on the hills. These houses, all they have is like 6 feet between each house. I think that's the fire code. Is they just have to put 6 feet on each side of your house. So you have about 12 feet between properties. And that's pretty much it.
John 906.
I don't think they ever planned or expected something like this to come through.
a woman at 1900 West 27th Street. Appears they did be needed. Male voice heard in the background. Stated the suspect was attempted to hurt the PR with a broken glass. The PR disconnected the line. It's still go 3 into 3951 RE 326. Radiation, what's for an engine traffic, code 3 incident 3956, 301463.
Out here, the prices of homes out here. I think the cheapest home you might find in the Palisades is like close to $2 million.
Fine, Roger. With the phone 343 Beach Avenue, Portugal 90 incident 3595 for outrigger at the Speedway.
Out here, this neighborhood, these are probably like 3 to 5.
Up and down Normandy between Hollywood and Sunset for past half hour. Close to 3963 RD639.
Depending if they were just built, how big they are and stuff.
37536867 will handle.
The lots are bigger.
7631 is code 6.
Okay, show me clear out the 77th station.
Code 6, Roger.
See, like this house survived, but they're all boarded up.
Northbound Naomi from 28.
Like this White House right here is probably, I don't know. Look at that sculpture over here. I wonder if this is new or if it just made it.
She goes 24-7 for pursuit before the two-man with a gun northbound Naomi from 228 towards 27 on the west side of the street. Male Hispanic, 57140, black over black, Christian, backup unit supervisor.
This seems interesting.
22nd for Villa. Repeat. Car. Can I get a team officer? 6361 Quebec for that time. 42nd Street and no bikes.
I wonder if they just survived and they put it out here, or if it's new.
Female officer, me 6848 6361 Quebec Drive for a search. Hotel ID 1419 will landline you.
3831 code 6 1900 West 27th Street.
And Roger.
Has it been standing there for years?
Queen 3, are you clear?
I guess it's made out of fireproof material. It doesn't even look like anything touched it.
Hey, Roger.
Or maybe they polished it up.
Naomi between 27 and 28.
Look at this.
9010 for the pilot for a pilot patient. Pretty much good check. 3974. 4111.
Sorry for Roger. Avenue 338 Lincoln, enter Lincoln 850.
Another super chat. Nate in Texas. Hey, thank you for that super chat, Nate. Thanks for showing us. I'm seeing it for the first time myself.
Unit to respond to Little Company of Mary. Identify. To meet with victim.
There's a handful of places that are starting to rebuild.
License plate 3 Lincoln, enter Lincoln 850.
But most of this stuff is, it looks like they barely cleared the lots. Damn. I don't know what this was. A commercial center or something.
1090
Some sort. Damn, did that melt the beam like that? Or no, that was a sculpture, I think, in the middle.
Or a different cross street now.
I thought this was a beam that melted like that.
Aging at North up and Van Nuys. Additional incident 3800. Good. Incident 3958.
Well, there is some melted beams in the background, though. I think this was a sculpture, though.
511, 511, cancel and set 3878, 585, one of them.
But those ones in the back melted.
32, verify that you got our kill request, OPG Southwest. So this is 32 Rogers, upper figure.
I think it was like a sculpture in the garden. Maybe a fountain or something.
825, Roger.
Charlie, keep it in some of this traffic, Venice and all roads, code 3 and 3983, ID 192, send the traffic in to identify. Good dog.
Channel 90, Roger, for the...
And all of this is gone.
The same PR, Loki.
I think we could keep going for a long time.
Roger, we crazy incident.
It's gonna have to be another day. Hey, Nate in Texas, thanks for becoming a member.
Stand by. Repeat the numbers on Harvest again.
We're gonna go to this neighborhood.
12312 Leonard Boulevard. For ID 620-004-767-273-9261.
By the name of Jonathan, they revealed there was no evidence until the GTA. The PR was able to provide documentation or proof of ownership of the motorcycle.
01 East 6th Street, apartment 309, code 2103985, RD 156.
18834, 18834, are you clear?
Code 6, finish on the 10 freeway.
So even this gas station burned down here. This apartment building was on fire before. What's up with this light, man? I don't think these lights are going to be working right. There's like no traffic going through here.
2600 North Payroll, quick serve gas station. Suspect vehicles, a gray Subaru license plate.
It's crazy because this is, damn, dude, the devastation to the businesses must be insane. I don't know if there's some type of emergency fund for them. Like, imagine just having like a gas station here. Gas station, anything that was based here, dude. Even if you're a gardener and you had a bunch of houses in these areas, you're a plumber in the area. The retail stores are fucking complete devastation. You lost all your customer base, you know, like the whole thing. There's not that many people that live here to begin with, as compared to like the rest of LA. But it's almost like 90% of the whole fucking population burnt down, bro. Their houses burnt down.
Suffering from complete chest pain. 2600 North Grove Street, 2600 North Grove Street, code 3, incident 38991, party 1189.
Queens Avenue. Suspect is Denise and ex-boyfriend, Matt White, 54, 26 years,
The fire station survived. I guess it was built up to fire code. This is the fire station right here. Oh, these dudes are working hard right here. This guy's building this out the back ASAP. I think it'll take a little while, but I think about it in about 2 years. I don't know, at least 50% of the homes will probably be rebuilt. I know a guy whose home burnt at the Palisades Highlands, like way at the top. And obviously he was pissed. But he said it actually, the permitting and everything is going kind of fast. He said he just has to like work on, you know, it's like a whole thing. Like you got to get plans, you got to plan your fucking new house. Imagine like all of a sudden you gotta move, you gotta find somewhere to live and restart your life, survive, and then during all that you gotta deal with the insurance and all that shit. Clean up. You probably got no car. Your car is probably burnt. You know. And then you gotta design a house and find an architect and a contractor and all that shit. And there's so many like scammers out there right now, bro. There's people, all kinds of shit.
And it's showing there at 11154 Town Avenue. 2174003
How far is this from downtown? It's pretty far. In minutes, probably like 20 minutes, 25 minutes drive. I don't know about miles. So all of this, this was a tighter like neighborhood here. Smaller lots, houses closer together. God damn, dude. This is just Palisades. Imagine over, where was the other one? Altadena? I think Altadena actually had more structures burnt than the Palisades.
Do I have an RS on the initial back gate for a female, approximately 35 years of age, conscious of radiation suffering from laceration to her head due to assault?
It's just unrecognizable, bro. It's like, I don't know, it feels like I'm driving through some like desert city that they lotted up. They're trying to.
Involved, Hubbard and Simshaw.
They're trying to sell lots, you know, California City.
3989, RD 1909.
Damn.
Yeah, check line clear.
Looks all gone, bro.
Respond to Sherman Grove and Fenwick identified. You don't need to alright? Alright, let's go back. Subject just left 11107 Avalon. The air tag is now showing clear stationary at 410 East 111th Place. 1885 and 19040, cancel incident 3958, heating no longer needed. Wheelchair unit, go to 1700 South Longwood Alpha. Monitor comments from several Lakeshores. Go to
and this is the cleaned up version. That's what's crazy. Imagine when everything looked like this. Even worse than this. All the debris. So in these neighborhoods, I guess there's probably no power, so even the houses that survived are boarded up.
Last seen from 150 South Commonwealth Avenue. Wearing a red sweater, gray sweats, brown shoes. Subject numbers from mental condition.
Oh, coyotes. There's one coyote, there's usually another one. Oh, damn, this dude looks like he's...
At
Hungry.
That's landed on 3100.
Should we give this guy some beef jerky?
At 0930 out.
Be scared, coyote.
Plate 7 Mary Robert, 226.
He went into this hole right here.
Reach no further.
Where's your buddies? They're probably taking back over.
Hollywood and Olympic, clear 28.5. Rock.
1632, Roger, thank you.
Alright, we're gonna get out of the mountains. Remember I came up here and there was a house that was burning early on, and it was like, it sounded like ammo was blowing up. This is where it was, somewhere in this area.
18834, code 1.
Bro, it seems like the houses up on the hills have better luck than the houses down below. I think the houses on the hills, like when they build them more for possible fires. You know? The architecture and the materials they use.
94, you clear?
Also the code. The building code.
Connect 94, Roger.
Just information on the missing subject. Ruiz Janice. Subject was last seen 1500 South Commonwealth. Subject is met Hispanic, white, black, 6
Yeah, the coyote looked all thin.
12 and 1959.
Well, wildlife is already struggling because they keep building all these neighborhoods into their
Possibly
habitat. They keep building homes closer and closer and further up.
On 3100 Beverly Boulevard, incident 3338.
18834, verify route status, your code 6 on the missing adult call.
I'm sure whatever this fire burnt through the mountains too, killing the stuff that they eat.
Roger. Stand by.
37, can you advise OPG the request is going to be for 2 different vehicles? Same request.
Alright, well, it's getting dark.
Which 51 show me full up and around the station. Incident 3997, RV 326.
It's crazy, it's just the amount of never-ending lots.
Paul North 098, 6 Edward Paul North 09802, incident 402-130-2145.
Over unit, citizen holding trespass suspect 1817 Ivar, 1817 Ivar Avenue, in the lunchroom. Correction, suspect is female black, wearing unknown color, 100 side streets, close to the incident 4022 or D636, Harvard Union, Tyler, death side.
86 Lodge.
Oh, this is what a whole, that's what it looks like when a whole city burns down.
Your code 3 start location.
Oh, this house burned down too?
Unknown license
Oh,
plate.
hell no.
Furniture for additional footprints and further.
This house is a cool-ass house. It's one of the first houses you see when you're going up Sunset and you go to the Palisades.
5450
This it? Yeah, I recognize the base. It was sitting on like those big concrete, I don't know what you call those, piers or the columns. Damn. This is a cool-ass modern house. If you drive up Sunset, you probably recognize it.
Unit to southeast corner, 25th and Vermont.
It's at on top of those concrete things, the bases.
835s with the victim on Avalon just south of 111th Street.
Celebrate identify. 9 Queen Young 774.
648, 648, very clear. 1512. 2, Roger.
see it from Sunset. I think this street is Chautauqua on the other side of Sunset.
We're gonna be on Central.
So I think the address is probably on Chautauqua. Chautauqua is the street I came up. Alright, we're gonna drive down Sunset. Let's see how far if we can get all the way to the beach or not.
Palisades on a gray dash pickup truck.
Southwest United Neighbor Dispute Restoring Road, Palisades, 2639 South West View. Suspect sending for male black, 69 years, wearing a bucket hat, green jacket. Code 24041 on 331.
This burnt down here. Oh, this is one of the last things I caught on fire. Was this? It's not there no more. To the right of that brick apartment building.
Resident 3969, RG 904.
Before I got out of here.
Along 851, repeat the cross streets on 8 all.
I thought Palisades. I thought the whole high school was gonna burn down. Only a couple buildings caught fire. I think the gym caught fire. Luckily, the whole school didn't burn down. So I think it even continues over here. This is west on Sunset. Sunset eventually hits the ocean. And then, watch, we'll get probably to Palisades. I don't know. It looks like not a lot of stuff burned over here. This is where, remember where everyone abandoned their cars? And they kind of like, they were bulldozing them off the street because everyone was just trying to get to the ocean. This is kind of where people were abandoning their cars. Oh no, there's some stuff that burned here too. Damn. Right here, fuck. Okay, so the fire even reached over here. There's no escaping. So it started up there, like there's Palisades Highlands. Damn, all this burnt right here too. Shit. Oh. Damn, all of this is burnt down too, all the way here. That's fucking insane, bro. Like the entire Palisades burnt down. Like every part of it, dude. The flatlands, the highlands. See, this is like a tiny little shopping center right here. Oh. There's a little market here. This is one of the only spots you can kind of get food here. But it burnt down. There was like a cleaners and an Italian restaurant right here. I think this was the cleaners right there in the corner. That little liquor store, that it was kind of like a liquor store, but they had like a little, kind of like a deli. It was one of the only places you could get food or lunch here. So if you worked out here, it was a favorite stop for all the workers because they had hamburgers and burritos and sandwiches made. Damn, so it burned all the way up here too. There's a lot of expensive ass homes up the hill. How are they even going to get all the materials up here? I thought that they were going to open up like a materials warehouse somewhere over here. Just have all kinds of lumber somewhere. Like in one of those beach parking lots. Because there's no really lumber yards around here. All this stuff comes from far away. Not a lot of hardware or lumber around here. I think they have one small lumber yard in Malibu. They don't carry that much. Damn, all of this burnt down too, brothers. Damn, these trucks didn't make it right here. Looks like a... Oh no. Volkswagen? Like old Volkswagen? Truck or SUV? Damn, dude, I can't believe it even reached everything down here. Damn, these apartments burned down too?
Incident 4008 RD162 before going outside the vision identified.
These apartments, dude.
Central.
It was like an apartment building with the views of the ocean here.
Female by plane glass building at Citizen Hotel 4057 and RD 1313.
Fuck, nothing survived, bro. To the left here, there's a bunch of what kind of apartments or condos, houses. This house survived.
David Edward Berry.
So the fire started up the Highlands. You guys want to see if we can go up there? There's a neighborhood up here called the Highlands. You gotta go up a canyon though. I don't know, service is iffy. This is where they think that the fire started at the very top. Fuck it, we'll go. If it disconnects, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys later. I think this is called Palisades Drive or Palisades Road. So up here, it's like really high end. It's like a newer neighborhood. There's some mansions up here. Like a gated community with some mansions. And then there's like a lot of townhomes that they built up here and a lot of custom homes. This is also where the empty reservoir was. reservoir is right here to the left somewhere.
21, you arrived.
That was the empty reservoir that was like under. Supposedly it was closed down for repairs for like a year.
95 will be across the street.
I can't remember what it looked like up here though. Okay, to the left it looks like a bunch of stuff burnt here on the left side of the road. I don't know if they were townhomes or houses on that side. But all that burnt.
626 Roger, you're logged on, but you're logged on and deployed, but you haven't logged on your end yet. We can only deploy you.
So they're saying that
Both calls are in your
the theory is that the original fire started up here. There was a fire before this fire went out of control. Like a week before, there was a fire up here in the mountain. I don't know if we can get to where it was,
Roger.
but it's way up here at the top. There was a fire that they think it was set by fireworks, with some kids playing with fireworks. And the fire department came and put it out, and they were there for like half a day putting water on it and flipping it over with the shovels and stuff, putting it out. And the video that came out, they're thinking that the fire started in the exact same place, that they didn't put the fire out completely, because they said if you don't put it out, if under the right conditions, there's a lot of wind, there's still like embers on fire under, in the ground or in the roots, and it could catch fire again. And that's what the theory is.
3893.
And when it came out, it set on fire. It was just happened to go back on fire. It was a super windy day, and I forgot what the original radio call. I think they said by the time they got a call that it was on fire, and the fire department tried to get to it, it was already like, I don't know if it was half an acre or, oh no, it was already a couple acres. And it's up here in the mountains where it's like, it's really hard for them to get to. These are some super high-end neighborhoods right here.
Number one is wearing a white shirt, holding a knife. Suspect number two is a blue shirt. Suspect number three is a female blonde. Code 3 incident.
Police requesting unit to the Christian on Slauson near the tattoo shop west of Christian Slauson, East of Gonzalo.
Roger, sure. Well, we're just gonna wait for resources and we'll be in contact shortly.
Terminal Grove and there's code 30408 or D1203. Unit battery suspect there now, 1800 lockable.
Yeah, sorry, man. There's bad service up there.
Any Van Nuys unit, I'm holding 44 shop list, 14006 Riverside Drive at the main season, the south entrance. Code 2 incident 4883, 38964.
The view was even way better up there at the top. But it lost connection.
Just 21 Roger, Commander.
Alright, so at the top there was a lot of houses that burnt too.
73 this is Animal Pacific and Lighthouse Coast 633, correction 3994, already 14.
So this is kind of where the fire, they think the fire originally started. It's up here in the Highlands. In these mountains up here.
99.
I want to say, don't quote me on this, don't quote me.
4070 RD898.
I want to say that they said it was like, by the time they got the call, that it was like 10 acres.
Man 1350 South Florida Boulevard, 4071.
But by the time they got eyes on it, it was like 10 acres over there. It was already pretty big, and then you can listen to the original radio call if you look for it on YouTube. The thing is nobody wants to admit to it because of the liability, and no one wants to blame.
4176 Broadway and 49. Are you clear? No, you don't open here till later.
Olympic Hollywood standby 20 on 20, go ahead.
Can you verify that the broadcast that 2045 did was broadcast to City Line?
Alright guys, we're gonna end the stream here.
20 on.
I can cough it out, and it's dark, and we're just gonna drive through this canyon.
20 on 20, Roger, it was broadcast on there.
Or it's gonna be bad service anyways. Everybody, thanks for watching. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live. I feel like I'm like getting a cold. But I've been feeling like this for like 4 days, so I don't know if I'm gonna. If I'm actually getting a cold or
Coach.
just a regular old cough.
Orange north of Hollywood at TC Northbound. 711 North Fraser Avenue. Information suspect has returned to the location. Are you still consent?
I'm gonna come back another day and kind of drive around and check it out and see if there's any interesting things. Maybe I could pull up a map to see the before and after.
Compton, Washington and Compton. Suspect is sighted by an RV, a male Hispanic mid-30s, black long sleeve shirt or sweater and shorts. So 3 and 4091, RD 1317, December additional.
North on the freeway.
If I smoke too much weed, you're the one with damaged brain cells. I suggest you don't smoke weed. Probably not a good idea.
350 South Florida, incident 4071, RT 855.
Alright, man. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Roger.
And, I don't know. I'll probably be out in a little bit.
What is your starting location?
I gotta get me a tea and see if that helps.
1313, Roger. 1389, what is your starting location?
So shout out to the members and the spenders. Thank you guys for the memberships. So we fund all the stuff we do. Kerry W, thank you for the super chat. Nate in Texas, thank you for the super chat and for becoming a member. I'll probably see you guys in a little bit because I'm not going to go live Wednesday. So today might be the only night to go live. You guys hear anything about a protest in downtown? I think there was a smaller protest at the LA headquarters. Yeah, as far as the cause of the fire, they're just... I think they're suppressing that information because of the liability, bro. No one wants to take the blame for it. Once the fire got going, there's nothing they could have done, dude. Once they hit, those winds came in and the fire was fully going. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything they could have done. They don't have enough manpower, enough anything. Their only hope was fighting it off with the planes and the helicopters, and when those went down, and even then they would have probably just contained it a little better. And also, containing it when it first broke out was probably their best hope. But I think even when it first broke out, the winds were already like in the 40s or 50 miles per hour, and it was already way up at the top of the mountains. It was already acres big, and the embers were flying. So little fires were already breaking out down the, in these mountains, in that terrain, like a mile away, a mile this way, half a mile that way. Non-stops, spot fires. So their only hope was if they could have put it out right away. Black hair and a ponytail, has braces, frame, blue sweater, black pants, rainbow clown shoes. Go to visit at 4100333. I'm going to get that over calling over. Alright, man. We'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Maybe later tonight. Later.